50K E-gay, bro.
50K Ige, man. Let's make it 100K. Why don't we, man? Because this dude, he just one punch is all it took, and I say that literally, not even hyperbolically. One punch is all it took. This is not the fight that I expected to take place, man, or at least this is not how I envisioned it to take place. But I want to ask you, man. So, folks, if you didn't see it, I'll give you a very vivid representation of what happened. These two, Dan Ige, Gavin Tucker, feeling each other out, staring at each other. Gavin Tucker, for whatever reason, decides like this is like a street fight or whatever. He's like, I'm just going to hit you with the fake one and drop the two down the pipe and just bink. Good night. That was it. That's all it took, man. A right hand from Dan Ige, who was lightning quick. Do you think the moment was too big for Gavin Tucker? What happened here, man? This is not the Gavin Tucker that we normally see.
Yeah, I think very true, and I think I don't necessarily know if the lights were too bright, but I think just Dan Ige, he was given a little too much respect and not necessarily sticking to the game plan. Because you're right, he was just filling him out, and I think this is one of those fights where it's just perfect timing. When what's the saying, when opportunity presents itself, that's real. That's what lucky really is. Taking advantage of that. I butchered that saying, but this is, I think, what it is just a moment in time opened up. Ige was throwing a right hand. Nothing you can do about it besides eat it. And that's just how it goes. Sometimes that's how it is. You just get caught with one. I don't really think there was much more like preparation or practice or anything besides just the stars aligning for a fist to meet a chin. And I think Ige was on the right side of it, man. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, it's just, talking about it, it really does seem like Gavin Tucker didn't respect Dan Ige. Like, he just felt like, oh, and I think something that he said is that Dan Ige has very basic striking, right? And he does. And just because it's base, listen, man, Tim Duncan is called Mr. Fundamental, or the big fundamental. You know what I'm saying? Like, being basic is not a bad thing if it works, right? And for Dan Ige, it works. It didn't work against Calvin Kattar, who had all that reach and whatnot. But like I said before, too, Dan Ige with the 5-inch reach advantage is going to be really tough for Gavin Tucker to close distance. And what happens when he tries to close distance? You get knocked out. So that's why, when you have such a discrepancy in the reach, you have to set up those takedowns or set up that big strike or do something to gauge the range or whatever, man. And like I said, man, I just anticipated that closing distance would be hard, and it's tough. 5 inches that's a lot of inches, man. We can't just say that doesn't mean anything. So ultimately, this fight lasted, I don't know what the official time was, man. It was probably like 25 seconds, something like that. It literally lasted one punch. This is huge for Dan Ige. I don't know where he goes from here. We'll talk about that in a second. But nonetheless, man, Gavin Tucker, I feel for you. This is only your second loss professionally. So once again, probably another wake-up call, but you lost a lot of stock, my man. You lost a lot of stock. And if you could have got the win, this would have been fast track to the title, probably something like that. But oh well, that's the name of the game, man. This is the Hurt Business. This is combat sports. So not much to talk about in that one.